Okay, thank you. I understand that it was your interest and your love for the children that made you choose this profession of teaching as yours. It's good to hear that. My second question is can you describe a typical day in the life of a teacher?
Thank you. The day begins from the 8 in the morning, where we will be having the assembly, where the teachers and the students gather for 30 minutes. We pray together, and then we deliver the speeches and announcement for the day. After that, we begin the classes, where we will be teaching for two periods of 50 minutes each. After that, we take a break where students go to the restroom, uh, and then teachers gather together and have a tea together, where we chat and then share about the share about the students, talk about our personal things and all those things. And then after that, we resume the class again, and then break for the lunch for 1 hour, where once a week all the teachers and the students would be gathering together and eating the lunch together. And other time, the teacher that we go with the friends have lunch for 1 hour. And then the day ends with an evening prayer again, where students and the teachers sit together and pray so that we will have a good day next day.
Okay, so when at what time in the morning your the duty as a teacher start, and at what time it ends at the end of the day?
As I have already mentioned, that the day begins at 8 a.m. And it goes till 4:30
All right,
p.m. in the
so
evening.
it begins from 8 in the morning and then
4:30 p.m.
4:30 p.m. in the
evening.
evening. So it makes up to how many hours? From 8 till 4 in the evening. I think you have almost
8 hours
8 hours of work.
work.
So within these 8 hours of work, I understand that you have breaks in between, during which you take some rest, take some tea and snacks, and then you have an hour's lunch break. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. My third question is, as a teacher, what are the main duties and responsibilities? Your main duties and responsibilities.
Being a teacher, the core duty is to teach the students about the subject, the content subject, which we must teach the students. And despite that, we also have to keep in contact with the parents for the performance of the student, where the teacher and the parents share about the progress, the failures, the success of the students to each other. Also, we have to keep the records of the children, their assessment. In the assessment, meaning this how the students progress, and the marks they obtained. We keep the record for that
Okay,
also.
thank you so much. Do you mean to say that you have three, four responsibilities?
Yes.
Your first duty is to teach,
Teach.
which is your core responsibility.
Yeah.
Your second responsibility is to keep in touch with the parents,
Yes.
and your third duty is to assess
The students.
the and maintain the records of the students' improvement. Is that
Yes.
right?
Yes.
All right. Any other responsibilities you have?
Also, we have to take care of the co-curricular activities
So,
in the
what do you mean
school.
by co-curricular activities?
Co-curricular activity includes the literatures, and then the games and
The
sports, the
games and sports.
cultures, and everything in that.
What do you mean by culture?
Culture activities.
Okay, so in the schools, sometimes you organize culture activities
Yes.
like
Like singing our old songs,
and
dancing.
singing and dancing.
Dancing, yes.
Right. Thank you. Uh, we'll go to the next question. Uh, what challenges do you face as a teacher?
The main challenge we face as a teacher is dealing with the different ability students. It is because in a class we have different ability, which means the students are not born with same ability. So we have to, a teacher have to cater to different ability students, where one teacher have to deal with 30 to 40 students in a classroom. So this is very challenging. And another one is having to stand for a longer duration, which
Longer
means
duration.
I have already mentioned that we will be having 8 hours of work a day.
Okay.
And that 8 hours, the teacher doesn't get time to sit on the chair, because we will be monitoring, teaching, and doing everything in the classroom. And then one challenge is the shortage of resource in our country. I don't know about other countries, but in our countries the main challenge can be also be the shortage of resources, where we have to hunt or we have to look for the resources. We have to use the improvised resources, which is time consuming. And then one could be the student teacher ratio, meaning there is more number of students in the classroom.
So what would be the number of students in the classroom?
Usually in the Bhutanese classroom we go up to 50.
50 for one teacher.
So that is challenging.
Okay, so do you mean to say that the main challenges you face as a teacher is the workload?
Yeah.
The workload?
Yes.
And then having to stand long hours continuously
Yeah.
is one challenge in the job.
Yes.